Just seems this is when chaos ensues. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the Cincinnati Bearcats, taking on a team from Conference USA, the New Mexico State Aggies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Bearcats will kick it away to start us off. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Now they'll run it on the toss. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Listen, I know there are a lot of DBs out there that all they want to do is get interceptions and dance in the end zone. This dude likes to put his face in the fan, get close to the line of scrimmage, and tackle. And on the opening drive that he's out there, he gets a huge tackle for loss early. That is a statement play.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. It's complete to the right.
Great job by the quarterback throwing against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him open.
Fairly manageable distance here on 3rd down from the 27. To the ground to try to move the chains. The Aggies are stopped, but not before getting the first down.
And I think on that last run play on 3rd down here early in the game, they're making a statement that we believe we're the more physical team, and we're going to run the football even if you know it's coming at you. Nice job. They've got the ball at midfield. I expect to see more run plays coming up.
And the Aggies come to the line with a new set of downs. He'll try to pop the draw. Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
This New Mexico State offense is pushing all the right buttons.
Here we go.
He's going to pass. Now he's going to break the pocket. He's going to take off. At the 45 on his way. Hit the gas, kid. Wide open ahead. Ripped off a huge shunt play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
The crowd already makes such a big impact in all college football games. This is the way you ignite it. Want to get them excited? QB breaking off a huge run. Yes, please. The crowd will be going bananas.
That big play has this defense reeling, and now they'll snap it 1st and 10 from the 14. With jet sweep pass. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
It's so important this offense is able to get this guy the ball in space, especially because he's able to get outside and use his speed. To me, that's where this guy...
And they just tried to slam it in from the doorstep, but they went nowhere, and it'll be marked down at the 1.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
They'll try it again from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
Get set, get set. Ready, go.
They'll run it left, looking for the end zone here. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise in the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He shows you all of his ability on that TV.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So an 82-yard drive there, and they capped it off with a 1-yard punt. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Offense getting set for first down. Running to the left. Got room at the 35. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
Fires to the tight end. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
And that's why play action is going to be big in this game. You saw how it just frees the second level of that defense just for a second and allowed the tight end to work himself vertically down the field. But how about this guy after the catch, right? So hard to bring down. What a weapon.
This offense has a second down play. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. At the 40, there he goes. And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right up the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big gain.
The Bearcats getting set on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. He's going to let it go. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have let him a little too much.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds and just on to the next down.
Let's see what they've got on second down. To the ground with the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. He hurls one deep down the left side. Wide open. He makes the catch. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Cincinnati!
And this offense gets on the board and the first passing touchdown of the season, and I feel pretty confident saying the first of many. This offense looks like they're in a good rhythm, and this passing attack's going to be hard to stop.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the final 41 yards covered by that touchdown strike. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Aggies offense will have another go at it. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just simply we are more physical than you, and we're pounding the football right at you.
So if you're on offense this next drive, take a look at their safeties and see if they're creeping up into the box. Because of your success running the football, this might be time to take a shot down the field and play action.
He's looking for an open man on second down. Got it behind the line. It's Wilson. And good blocking in space out there to give him enough room to pick up the first down.
And that's just a great individual effort by the wide receiver. He catches this ball way short of the sticks, but because he's able to make the defender miss, now he's able to get the extra yards and turn that into an explosive play.
To the air on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Graham. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the first down.
I'll tell you, when you've got a tight end like this, it makes it a lot easier calling pass plays on first down, even if the defense is in zone coverage. He did a really good job there, working his leverage, finding the soft spot, and making it an easy completion.
Off the play fake. Quarterback moving. Finds the tight end. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. Really good patience and recognition, and how about the tight end just finding a hole and settling and waiting until the quarterback saw it.
And the play completely changes. Once my QB gets outside of the pocket, I got to see it, and I got to start working towards him, or if I'm near him, working away. Nice job being on the same page, getting the first down.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. Stop is made at the 22. A 10-yard pickup and a first down just outside the red zone.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
That's the end of the first quarter, with the score tied at 7.
First down to start the drive after the break. They'll give it on the counter. They get him down, tough run, picks up 4. They'll mark it at the 19. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. He's got it on the right. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Aggies. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. UTEP is in front. They've owned the line of scrimmage today, but they still have some work to do to put this in the win column. They're up by 4 over San Jose State. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates you'll see in here, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. They'll run play action. Lofts one high and deep. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass. Locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, passing complete.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd down, going up top. Unloads to the wideout. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Offenses know and work on it all week. 3rd downs. We got to be really, really good. This offense not good on this 3rd down. It could come back to bite them.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. The New Mexico State offense returns to the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
It's a 1st and 10 from the 42-yard line. Grabbed behind the line. It's Wilson. You want to talk about light on your feet. Man, can he get through there. He's down to the 37.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into a rhythm.
And on 2nd down for this offense. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Quarterback will keep it. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's give him 10 yards on the play, and it is enough for a 1st down.
Well, this guy's a weapon, throwing it and running it, and you know he's going to try to hurt this defense with his legs.
It puts so much stress on the defensive line to chase him, and the fact that the play is extended so long.
Yeah, if they've got a spy defensively, if someone's athletic enough to run with this guy, that's going to be maybe a sound move moving forward schematically.
They'll throw it on 1st down. Caught in the backfield, it's Graham. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. He didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically.
Oh, and he can't hold the pitch, and the ball's loose. The defense all over that loose ball, and now they're bringing it back. There he goes down the right side. 10. Touchdown, Bearcats. Not content to get the fumble, they scored with the fumble. This time it's the defense finding ways to put points on the board.
There is nothing better than being a defender, seeing that ball in the end zone, your eyes get big as saucers, go jump on that puppy, secure it, get you a touchdown.
And the extra point was good. And after the extra point was good, it's even Steven here in the 2nd quarter. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Aggies offense will have another go at it.
Green 25.
Trying to find his man on first down. Fires to the wideout. That pass is incomplete.
And I tell you what, I know it's little when these QBs miss and the ball's not right to them, but man, it makes such a difference with yards after the catch, and in this case, even catching the football. It was just a little bit off, and it just made it a little bit difficult for his wide receiver to try to make the catch.
Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19.
Well, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Going to throw it over the top of the D. Brings it down on the right side. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Off the play fake on first down. Gonna let it fly. Got it! And he will score! Touchdown, Aggie!
When you can run like that, the quarterback is going to give you opportunities. And look at him run by the defenders. QB sees it, stick the hand up in the air, catch the football, get to the end zone.
Lining up for the PAT. And the kick is good, but there's a penalty flag, and I think it's going to be roughing the kicker. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The kickoff team on the field, and he ought to just boom this thing through the end zone with that extra 15 yards on the penalty. On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner will be knocked down. Here comes the offense on first down. Looking to move it through the air. Going to try to pop one on the screen. They make the stop, but a good pickup there on first down.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
Here comes the offense on second down. The give to the tailback. Tried to fight his way through that tackle, but he's brought down.
And just a great job by the defense being scout. Right? That's your job. Be scout up front, stuffing the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. Now on the move. Finally pulled down, but not before. Moving the chains for a first down.
And here we go. If you're an offense, you got to get that ground game going so you can have some balance, and then you give it to your quarterback, Palmer, and let him make some plays down the field later on.
Yeah, exactly. And coming into this game, this offense knew they were going to have to some way, somehow, at least establish a semblance of a running game for exactly what you just said. You got to be able to use play-action pass later in this game to get some explosive plays down the field. And it's a play like that we just saw, which can help them get that going.
Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Trying play action. Caught in the backfield. It's Anderson. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
You know, oftentimes these slot receivers, they're not the biggest guys in the world, but they're really good at finding the open spaces in the middle of the field. And you saw that guy attack the defense at the perfect spot, making life easy for his QB.
These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
And the Bearcats line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Well, what that punt lacked in height, it made up for by being short. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Going up top on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Takes it the other way. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Bearcats. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. New Mexico State will kick it away to open this 3rd quarter. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. First drive of the 2nd half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little...
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but 2nd down coming. The Bearcats moving quickly to the line.
Got to give this defense credit, man. They've been so good in the back end in coverage. They basically gave nothing away in the first half. And here they are in the 2nd half defending a deep ball.
An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Line getting set on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. He's got him this time. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down.
Listen, I'm going to move this guy. He was in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him. Put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Now on third down for this offense. From the gun, wants to pass. And his throw is incomplete.
Yeah, and money down is where you see defenses really understand where the sticks are, play great pass defense, know what's coming, and get off the field.
The Bearcats will send out the punt unit. Hand goes into the air for the fair catch, and the catch is made around the 40. The New Mexico State offense returns to the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Wants to fire on second down. He'll pull it down and run. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down.
You see it in football all the time, right? I get a matchup on the outside. You want to try to play man coverage. I'm going to let my wide receiver try to go up and make a play. A lot of times the wide receiver wins. Not this time.
Returner goes out of bounds.
Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Feeling some heat. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
Nice coverage on the back end. Great job. Nothing open right away. The QB holds the ball in the pocket, and the pass rush finally gets home. Sometimes it's the DBs doing great work. Sometimes it's the defensive lineman winning up front.
Some Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Fires to the middle. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters, and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. The Aggies offense will have another go at it. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. They'll go to the ground. Brought down at the 48 after a gain of 5.
It's a nice run there to get the 1st down. I got to tell you, I'm impressed with the stable of backs and the weapons this offense has. A lot of different guys can touch the football in a variety of ways, but they've been running it very, very well in this game so far.
They say success rate can be picking up about 4 or so on 1st down, 1st and 10. Power football with the run. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop it.
And I like the quarterback making the decision quickly. I'm going to give it. I'm not going to throw the football off the RPO and just let my back get some positive yards. You're getting 5+ yards. That is a great job by the offense. Continue to stick with that.
It'll be a run on 3rd and short. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the 1st down.
Yeah, 3rd and 1, you know what time it is. It's about the big boys up front. You got to give me a little bit of space, a little crack. You just can't give up that penetration. So my running back can fall forward just like that and get the 1st down.
The Aggies are marching down the field. Might as well give it to him again. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep 3rd downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on 1st down.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. The play action fake. Gets it out fast. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the 1st down.
Nice job by the running back catching the football and understanding where the 1st down marker was. I got to go get that 1st down. Did a nice job of it.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. And after 3, we're all tied up.
They'll start the drive here with 1st down to open this period. The give to the back. He's stopped after a 1-yard pickup at the 25. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Finds a little bit of room. Give him a couple down to the 23. From here, it would just be a 30-yard field goal try. Let's see how aggressive they're going to be to try to pick up that first down. From the gun, wants to pass. The offense coughs it up. Now look what I found. I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it.
Man, and this is why you practice 5 points of pressure with the football. You cannot put the ball on the ground. Doesn't matter how many defenders are around you or how hard you get hit. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win games.
So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And they go back on top. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. SMU rolled to victory today in a game where they not only capitalized on opportunities, they created them. And that's the way this coach wants them to play every week. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way. But I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Oh, he wants it all. And he'll pull it in inside the 20. Touchdown, Cincinnati! They've got the lead here in the fourth.
Man, how about this quarterback right away seeing, I got to get rid of the football. There's a lot of guys near the line of scrimmage. He spits it out, and I let my receiver do the rest. Let my playmaker make me look really good. Really nice pitch and catch. And guess what? You got the lead now in the fourth quarter.
And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the fourth. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The New Mexico State offense returns to the field. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, man, another incompletion. That's 3 in a row.
After that incompletion, 4th and long now on your own side of the field. You're trailing in the 4th quarter. What's your go-to play call here in the passing game? Where is the matchup that you trust in to come up with a big one to give yourself a chance to stay alive and win this game?
New Mexico State.
Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And they got him. A sack denies the try to convert on 4th down.
I know the analytics tell me to be aggressive and go for it, but in the second half, in these ball games, the analytics don't work for every single situation. And right now, you've set them up. I just hope this one doesn't come back to bite you right in the hiney.
Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. They'll try the run. Tough running this deep in the red zone. He's got 4 down to the 11.
Brings up 2nd down.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. Makes the grab. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Bearcats. That's his 3rd touchdown pass of the day. The defense has no clue how to respond right now.
No, and the defense has had absolutely no answer. He's been on the money. He's been on fire, making the right decisions and just carving this defense up.
And the extra point is up and good, and they have an 11-point 4th quarter lead. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. The Aggies offense will have another go at it. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the...
He's going to fire deep. And it's picked off.
It doesn't get any better from your defense. You know exactly the situation in the 4th quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. Leaves it with the back. He breaks a tackle.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Turns it on in midfield. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down.
And this offense has done a really good job late in this football game. Man, you put a premium on the 4th quarter and maximizing possessions, and they've put touchdowns on the board. They've done a great job. Nice last play, too. Keep that momentum going and get out of here with the win.
1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. From the gun, running back on the move. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22.
You got to be impressed by how you've seen this offense finish in this football game. They've been scoring points in the fourth quarter, just got a touchdown on their last drive, and there they rip off a big run. They are not letting off the gas pedal right now, and as a coach, you love to see that.
The Bearcats are moving quickly down the field.
Here we go.
They're going to ride this running back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. This drive facing a little adversity on 2nd and 11.
3:25.
They'll test the right side. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
And a nice job by the running back finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pass.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Pulls it in. It's Anderson.
I love the play call offensively because you've got the lead. You know the defense is expecting you to run the football, and you just did it the previous play. So on that 3rd down, you dial up the play action to keep the chains moving.
We've reached a 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. Typically, you only see this at the end of the game or end of a half. I'm not really sure why we're getting an early peek at victory formation. Offense gets set for 2nd down. And they'll take a knee, the universal symbol for we have this thing in hand. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. With the game in hand, the offense choosing to just have the quarterback take a knee.
And this has got to feel great if you're the offense. To go into enemy territory on the road and play as well as you did, it's going to give them a lot of confidence moving forward.
And with things in their favor on the scoreboard, the quarterback's favorite play in the playbook. The old kneel down from victory formation. A strong, methodical, workmanlike effort from this team. No frills, just get the job done and get the win.
I love when you describe my teams like that. Just consistent, methodical, strong. I don't have to do things special every single week. All I'm supposed to do is get the W, and that's what they did.
And this is why practice is so important, guys. You can tell that this team was locked in way back earlier in the week. They watched the film. They got good looks in practice. They knew what to anticipate. They knew what looks they were going to see. And when those looks presented themselves, boy, oh boy, did they ever take advantage.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack.